Hi and welcome to this edition of Out of the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be having a look at what is in this box. This is the Ubiquiti Gigabeam Plus. Let me show you what you're going to get in the box and we'll talk a little bit about the unit as we go along. So this is the device itself, which we'll have a look at in a moment. Now it can be pole or wall mounted. So as a result, you are going to get a metal locking ring that you can use to mount it against a pole. You are going to get a PoE injector. Remember, these are Ubiquiti AirMax products, so that means this is 24 volts. You're going to get a small conformity guide that will probably never come out of the plastic wrapper, and you are going to get a power lead. This is Australian, which is where we are, and you have the Mickey Mouse connector on this end. So what is this device? It is a 60 gigahertz point-to-point radio link, a point-to-point wireless link. Now do remember, point-to-point means no interference in the line of sight. So when we say clear line of sight, we mean no buildings, no foliage, no hills, all of those type of things. We need a clear line of sight. If I was to stand on your building, I could see the building I'm connecting to. Can be quite a distance. Obviously, the further you go, the slower it will be. But this is a 60 gigahertz. It will run and it's promoted as a true duplex option. So you should be able to get over a gig by a gig, so of throughput, depending on how far apart these are. So let's just go through a little bit of the unit. I'm going to hold that up to the camera so you can see the front. We can see the side. You can see here we've got a guide here for angling the up and down. That is controlled by loosening off, wherever it is, this loosening off this screw here first, and then we can use this lever at the top, or this button at the top here, to be able to change this way. Then if we turn this round, you can see the back. We can actually do the same now to be able to angle the device this way. We can loosen that off here and we can control it with this at the top. You can see our flanges here for mounting to a pole, and we can obviously then put our metal ring through that. Alternatively, we can mount it here using these two screw holes. All right, you can see up at the top we've got a small spirit level to help get this perfectly level. And then on the back still here, we'll have a look in a moment, is where we're actually going to run our cable connection in. Then at the top, we have a further screw fitting there for other options that can be attached. All right, so let's have a look right here at the bottom. You'll find we've got a power LED, we have our Ethernet connections, and we have our 60 gigahertz signal strength showing there as well. Let's just pop the bottom of this open so you can actually have a look inside. There we go, we have our single Ethernet port and our reset button. Simple and easy to mount. But do remember, let's get a drip loop in place if you are ever mounting any of these. What does that mean? There is a tendency, if we were mounting this on the wall like this and the cable comes out through the wall, that maybe it's simple just to come straight out and into the bottom. Any water that may gather, even just moisture, will have a tendency to run down that cable. So our recommendation always is, if we would come out of the wall, we would come down, loop round and loop back up. What does that mean? Any weather that hits this, any other moisture, humidity, anything that was to seep through the cable is going to travel down the cable or down from the unit onto the cable. It's going to drop to the bottom of the loop and then drip off. That's going to reduce any of the moisture getting into the device, and it's obviously going to increase its longevity. So hopefully that's been useful. The Gigabeam Plus. We've got plenty more box openings over on our YouTube channel. We've got things for wireless, networking, and firewalls. We've got loads of how-to guides, how to set up point-to-point connections, how to configure other Ubiquiti devices. So please do go over there and subscribe. But hopefully that's been useful. That's the Ubiquiti Gigabeam Plus.